And here we go. KK spent plenty of time playing in live events during his CRL team's career. Mohamed Light, everyone talks about him like he is, like he's already a legend with the level of gameplay. The big question is, what is he feeling right now on stage?
I mean, he goes for the Ice Spear, he goes for the Miner. He's feeling all right now. He's leaking Elixir. He's waiting for his opponent to make a play. I respect that. Pigs are coming down. How's he going to defend?
Guard to the right-hand side, cannon to the left. Gonna eat a little bit of damage here early on. Miner wall breakers, the original one-trick deck for Mohamed Light.
Yep, very good. I'm not sure if he's using wall breakers this time. Maybe more of a control variation with these guards. Very, very optimal card to have for defense.
And the Piggies plus the EQ here for KK. We'll see if he's running Archer Queen, and yes, he is.
Archer Queen versus Archer Queen. I want to say on this bottom, I'm just trying to figure out what it is. He has a giant skeleton. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe just control in general, or maybe a balloon come out from Mo here.
And that's a nice bomb deep in there, but the AQ for Mo's not going to quite connect. Even without that, though, the scores here pretty close to each other. 27-58 on Mo's bottom right-hand tower, 27-62 on the top left-hand side.
Yeah, I think this is a close matchup here. I think the Miner is generally going to be a little bit more consistent in damage, but all it takes is one huge Pigs connection for KK to really turn it to his favor.
Giant Skeleton left-hand lane, both these players playing Cannon. Of course, Cannon has been such a central part of the meta for a while, and we'll see with some of the work-in-progress deck balances if that maybe changes next time around. And the high cannon does get hit by the EQ. That's gonna be a lot of Piggies on through to the right-hand side.
Yep, roll delivery is going to come down late, but once again, those Pigs are making it to the tower, and they do a lot of damage. Queen ability coming out a little bit late from KK on the left. Mo's going to use his own, but roll delivery cleaned out quite nicely, and KK is on point with these Miner catches.
Yeah, that's a nice cannon pickup, and now the pressure back in again. This time, Mo going a little bit farther out with that cannon, picking up most of those Pigs. One connects, but the lead starting to open up for KK here as we are just 18 seconds away from sudden death.
Yeah, Mo's just not playing as optimally as we normally see it. He went for the anti-earthquake cannon there. He tried to push that one Pig over the Ice Spirit, but just a little bit too late.
And as the Queen goes to her ability, Miner does turn for a little bit of damage here. Poison will help out as well. Log Force will be played against that Queen, so right now Mo does have about a 1 elixir lead, but is behind on damage.
He goes for the early cannon here, predicting the Pigs. He gets it. He goes for the Ice Spirit. That's going to push it over. But a quick cannon from KK is going to allow the defensive cannon to get taken out quite nicely. And there's that Pig connecting a little bit once again. Here comes the counter push, though.
Even an elixir, but way more on the board with that Archer Queen. This feels like it's Mohamed Light's big moment. Can he get a good breakthrough here? Queen working up high against the push. The Miner plus Poison doing some pretty significant damage, and it is Mohamed Light who now roars back into this game, but the Pigs push on the right-hand side.
Cannon and roll delivery on defense. Earthquake coming down a little bit late, and those Pigs are gone. Now at this point, Mohamed Light is in a pretty good situation. All he needs to do is have good defense, utilize his Queen 3-card cycle to get multiple Poisons and Miners down on the board as we head into triple elixir.
Pigs to the right-hand side. Slow down a little bit. Will delivery get there? It's a cannon to pick up. Log gets the cannon off the board. Guards plus delivery mitigates most of that, but damage done. Down under 900 HP right now is the right-hand side for Mohamed Light, and now Poison just ticks a bit on that Archer Queen, but more importantly, working on that left-hand tower.
What I really think is the big mistake here is the Queen on the left side. I think you want to play on the right side, block up this lane, get your 3-card cycle rolling, and play as many Miners and Poisons as possible.
Miner Poison down. 708 is the mark he has to surpass right now. Archer Queen taken care of. Most of the Pigs do go over to that cannon and then picked up. 546 on the right-hand side. EQ doing its job. Final 18 seconds.
Poison drops here. Those Ice Spirits are always catching those Miners. Miner does get one shot. Pre-cannon once again. Are we going to see the push over? We do. Earthquake and Log come down. 8 seconds left.
Miner in. Pre-Skeletons catch the Miner. Miner goes bye-bye. EQ gets it done. KK takes game number 1.
Wow, I did not expect that. I think that Mo could have made a lot.
With Archer Queen out on both sides, how much does that nerf Lightning as far as your deck building goes from here?
Honestly, quite a bit. There's really not a good use for Lightning when the Archer Queen is out. Obviously, you can pick up maybe a Musketeer or something like this, but Mo with the Tombstone, this is definitely not something you want to use Lightning against, but we might actually see it from KK. Potentially a Royal Giant deck, yes.
And the Mother Witch out behind this Skeleton King. Interesting combination where you kind of have a dual synergy as she takes them off the board and creates offensive pressure. She also feeds that Skeleton King.
Absolutely. So it looks like we might be actually seeing a RG mirror match right now. RG in the back from Mo. RG at the bridge from KK though.
Very aggressive Barbarrel to take out the Hunter, but bats are all over that. Zappy's trying to help, but they're totally distracted. And that Royal Giant is going to get a ton of value on the right-hand side.
It's still not being targeted by the Zappies quite yet. It gets one final shot before retargeting to that Tombstone. Now there's a kind of push from Mo. What does KK have for this? He gets the Fisherman down. He gets the E-Spear to connect on absolutely everything. So much value there. Archie actually switches targeting, which is so good for him. And once again, the Fisherman going to get even more value pulling that Skeleton.
That Fisherman is doing so much right now for KK. And, you know, you talk about making picks as games go on. KK going to RG Fireball rather than RG Lightning, which is what he usually does. And you have the Zappies and the Mother Witch. Lots of great targets for that Fireball.
I'm sorry, I was just so amazed by the Fisherman value there. It didn't stop at the Skelly King. It ended up pulling in the Mother Witch and the Barbarian from the Barbarrel as well. It was so fascinating. Really good plays from KK here.
You know, a lot of fishermen have to lie about the size of the fish they pull down, not KK now. Got a good story for him. As we go into double elixir time, it's KK ahead by quite a lot, 1939 to 1210 on the right-hand side. Juicy, what does Mo have to do to stay in this one?
To stay in this, you gotta cycle a lot of Tombstones. KK does have the Fireball for your main counter to the RG, the Zappies, so if you're always cycling Tombstones, you can bait the Fireballs as well as just get a lot of value with distraction and DPS from those Skeletons.
And this time a nice Fisherman play out of Mohamed, who holds on, and KK leaking a little bit there, trying to make his decision, get the optimal timing as that Royal Ghost does go in front of the Zappies and distract for the RG, but a nice Fisherman Tombstone play here for Mo.
Fisherman Tombstone play, and the RG still is able to get somehow, even with the Skelly King here. Skelly King does have a very nicely charged ability here. 2 Fishermen's on the board. Are we gonna see a counter push right now? There it is.
Royal Giant behind. Skelly King does pop the ability. That's very big right now for Mohamed Light. Fireball does not hit much, but the RG hits a whole lot of tower, and suddenly Mohamed Light right back in the lead, but can he defend this push?
Now he has to defend. He's got the Tombstone, he's got the Fisherman. Fireball's gonna come in very nicely here, and RG's locked on the tower, and it's healthy.
Oh my word, the unthinkable has happened. Mohamed Light loses in round number 1.
And a sigh of relief